What's up, guys? Alex Sisson back here with a brand new video. Hopefully, you're having a great day for you night, every guys on this world. And sorry for no upload yesterday, but I was spending. Well, actually, my mom made me come in this room for about 3 hours. I was also at my cousin's house yesterday, so I had a lot going on. The big part why I did not upload, because this room, it's still a mess. Because I just woke up. It's 8:30 in the morning. I've been up for an hour watching YouTube like a lazy person. Anyways, but I got a suitcase here, a bag here, I got a carry-on over here, man. Tomorrow, I am going home. I mean, this is like my real home, but I'm going to where I want to go to college. And if I don't even go to college, this is one of the places I'm about to tell you. So I want to start my adult life and where my family's going to be. I want to be a sports agent out there. That's my all-time goal for a job I want to do. I'm going to Southern California, LA, Los Angeles, California, baby. Hollywood, baby. I'm going to LA tomorrow for about 5 to 6 days, and then the place I've never been to. We're taking another humongous flight to Maui, Hawaii, baby. I am going to Maui. Do a little luau. And yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this video, which is my NBA six-man tier list. So we got the GOATs like Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell. We got solid guys off the bench like Jordan Clarkson. Looks like a fantastic bench player. Averaged like 15 points a game last year. But I just wanted to say sorry for no upload yesterday. Like I said, I was packing. I was with my cousin's house. It was a busy day yesterday. I'm going to try to double upload today. But if I don't, there's going to be some good vlogs. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from all the basketball videos. When I'm on vacation and I need to make a basketball video, of course, I'll make a basketball video for you guys. So like any updates, stuff like that. But I'm going to try to do some family vlogs for you guys that are going to be entertaining. I do not have a GoPro. So maybe I will not be like bringing this in the ocean and stuff like that, because I'm not trying to like destroy my camera and stuff. But with that being said, I'm gonna try to make some cool vlogs for you guys in LA, and then Maui should be really cool. I've never been over there. And yeah, so I'm going home, and then I'm going to somewhere that's a completely new place for me in Maui, Hawaii. And we hope you guys do enjoy this video. Let's get it started. First, we have Jordan Clarkson of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In my eyes, right now, he is a B-tier six-man. He's not quite a Lou Williams. And Lou Williams is that A-tier guy. While I'm here, where's Lou Williams? Let me find Lou. Is he just not here? Hold on. I'm going to find Lou Williams. Okay, I'm like blind, so I can't even see him. So we're going to go on. Is Lou Williams not here? Hold on. Hold on. Is Lou Williams just not here? Because they have Montrezl Harrell over Lou Williams. Is that right? Alright, I need a new tier list because this one's just not right. Alright, so this one's a lot better. They have Lou Williams. While we're here on Lou Williams, S tier as the best six-man possibly of all time. Lou Williams. Man averages 20 plus off the bench. When do you see that? Never. Okay, then we have Ish Smith. Ish Smith's not a bad guy to come off the bench. He'll give you around 8 to 10 points a game, and will also give you around 4 or 5 assists a game. So he's not a bad guy to come off the bench. He's definitely a starting caliber point guard from the team like maybe like the Charlotte Hornets, but he's not bad. So with that being said, he is a B-tier six-man. He's not a bad guy to come off your bench, but he's not like a good or even great guy, but he gets the job done. Next, we have DeAndre Membry of the Atlanta Hawks. Another guy that's not bad. He'll give you some buckets, but it's really not going to explode anything offensively or defensively. He's just kind of there, and he's the purpose of the six-man. He does a pretty good job, but he's not quite an Ish Smith. He's a C tier, but he's still a young guy that has time to develop and even turn into a starter someday down the line. And then we have Ryan Arcidiacono. Probably said his last name all wrong. Right now he is a F tier six man. The Bulls are a very young team. I'm gonna say Ryan. I cannot say his last name. Ryan was a rookie last year, still has room to develop. Right now, F tier six man, but like I say, with most of these young guys, they have room to develop and even become stars or starters in the NBA. And then we have Bojan Bogdanovic. They aren't brothers, right? I know for a fact they're not brothers. It just came to my mind. So we have Bojan Bogdanovic. He is a A-tier bench player. He'll give you around 17, 18 points a game. Not quite a Lou Williams S-tier guy, but he's definitely an A+, and maybe he'll bump it up to around 20 points a game this year. We'll have to see. 8-tier six-man. And then we have Josh Hart, who's now on the New Orleans Pelicans. Josh Hart is an interesting one. He's okay. He's kind of like in the Ish Smith realm, I'm going to have to say right now. So he's a B-tier six-man. He'll give you some buckets, he'll give you some assists, give you some rebounds. He does everything on the stat line pretty well, but he's not quite a Bogdan, you know what I'm saying, or a Lou Williams just yet. And then we have Andre Iguodala, who's now on the Memphis Grizzlies, but he's probably going to get bought out by them and then go to either Clippers or Lakers. But as his time as a Warrior, man, he meant so much to them off the bench. Like, if I'm going to do kind of like a Draymond Green, I put Draymond Green, I think maybe like an S or A tier, I forget, on the power forward listing. So I kind of got to do the same with Iggy. He's not going to fill up the stat sheet, but he does everything for that team needs. As a six-man, I will give him a B tier. If you're going based off his stats, he's like a C, D tier, six-man off stats. But if he does everything he does for the team, the defense, the offense, the assists, nothing tremendous, but he does it all so well. He's there when you need him. He had a fantastic three-pointer in game. I think to get 2 games, I think to win game 2, well, not win game 2, but the second game for the Warriors, he hit like an amazing three-point shot to not close out the series for the Raptors. So he's just a good clutch guy to have on your roster. And then we have Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie is another S tier six-man. He's not, Lou Williams is like the god, but then you got Spencer Dinwiddie right behind him, who's a starting caliber player, same with Lou Williams, and man's a beast. And then we have Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's not bad. He's like their six-man, but at the center position, he's like the only big man on this list, honestly, who's a six-man, which you gotta like, okay, they also have a few other guys, but he's like the main big man on this list for a six-man, so that means he's doing something right. But other than that, he was on the Celtics for a month, and then we traded him to Dallas, where he's solid. He is a C-tier six-man. Then we have D Rose, man. D Rose averaged 18 points a game off the bench last year. That is S-tier status right there, man. We got Lou Will, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Derrick Rose in the S-tier. Some really good company right there. I mean, it's sad that D Rose is now a six-man from where he was to where he is now. Hey, but you're averaging almost 20 off the bench. Can't complain. And then we have Pat Connaughton. He's like a solid guy. I saw him this year in the playoffs. You know, he's a good guy to come off your bench. He actually has a super high fly. He was getting rebounds over like Al Horford and people like that. And even Jaylen Brown, who can jump out the gym, and Rozier. So he's just a good guy off your bench. Like, he's another one of those B-tier guys who does everything well, but nothing great. And we have Jabari Parker, who I think is going to be an amazing fit in Atlanta this year. People do not understand that. He's going to be their sixth man, or could even start, but he's going to be in a perfect fit in Atlanta. But when he was on the Wizards last year and on the Bulls, he was their sixth man, and he is a A-tier six man. He'll get you around 16, 18 points a game, but he'll 14 to 18 points a game a night, but no one ever talks about it because he's the sixth man, which is kind of a demoted position. But when you have guys like Lou Will, Spencer Dinwiddie, and Derrick Rose, you're in good company, Jabari, and I think he has so much more room to grow. He's only 24, 25, and he already had so many injuries on the Bucks. Man was averaging almost 20 points a game at one point in his career. I think it was 20 points a game. And we have Monte Morris of the Denver Nuggets, a good young guy. It's getting so hot. This is like, my light is just like beaming on my face. And then we have Monte Morris, and it's the middle of summer, so I don't know why I'm wearing a hoodie, but that's my problem. And we have Monte Morris of the Denver Nuggets. He really showed last year that he's the sixth man for the Denver Nuggets' future. He averaged around 10 points a game. He went from like 0.7, I think, or like maybe 1.7 to like 10 points a game off the bench. He really got his opportunity. He knocked out Isaiah Thomas off the squad, which is kind of upsetting for me, but it's okay. Monte Morris, right now, he is a B-tier six man, but he's like a B+. He's still close to the A tier. Maybe next year he'll average around 12, 15 points a game. He'll definitely be in that A tier, maybe S tier realm eventually. But right now, he's like a B+ six man. And then you have Gordon Hayward of my team, the Boston Celtics. Right now, as of right now, this Gordon Hayward that's been the sixth man, he averaged around 11 points a game last year. It's sad, man. He's a B+ six man. Not quite in the same realm as the Josh Hart. He's better than Josh Hart, but he's not as good as a Jabari Parker or Bogdanovich right now. Is his potential there to come back from the injury fully, man? He'd be an S-tier six man or even start eventually for the Celtics, which he might start this year. Depends on who we want to put on their lineup. But last year as a six man, he struggled, man. He never really got his stride. There was some games. I was at a Timberwolves game, and he absolutely killed. He dropped maybe 30-something points against the Timberwolves. But he had glimpses of coming back, but then he just got demoted to the six-man role again and again, and just could never find his stride. Only averaged around 11 points a game. Not bad, but when you talk about Gordon Hayward, it's kind of upsetting. Then we have Fred VanVleet of the Toronto Raptors. Absolutely killed it in the finals, man. He was making shots that not even Kyle Lowry was making, Kawhi was making. I remember one, I was flipping out, like a step back pulley. Ooh, it was like, I think it might have been in game 5 or whatever. I don't know. It was one of the later games in the series, and he absolutely daggered one to like win the game for them. Not at the buzzer, but like with like a minute, 2 minutes left. It was nutty. With that being said, he is a A-tier backup. But next year, he's definitely going to solidify himself as the S-tier backup. But right now, he didn't quite have the same season as a Lou Will Spencer did when he or Derrick Rose did. And then we have Jordan Clarkson, another one of those guys who's an A-tier, averaging around 15 points a game last year. He's definitely going to get to that S-tier next year if he doesn't start. But like, it's kind of like with the Fred VanVleets, the Jabari Parkers, and the Bogdanovich. They're close to the S-tier, but right now, they're kind of leveled on that A-tier playing field. And then we have Montrezl Harrell of the LA Clippers. He is another S-tier six-man. Him and Lou Will, man, I'm not really sure why they're both on this list because you can only have one six-man, but they were both front runners for six-man of the year, so I guess it's like how many minutes they each play as six-man, something like that. And Montrezl Harrell, man, he is a six-man, S-tier six-man. I could be wrong, around 16 points a game last year. I want to say off my memory, and like he averaged double figures in rebounds and like 2 blocks a game. Man's a beast. Is a starting caliber center, but a fantastic six-man. Then we have Domantas Sabonis, another S-tier six-man. He's probably going to start this year, but last year their backup power forward at six-man. Absolute monster. You don't really got to say much there. He is one of the best big men at the six-man position besides Montrezl Harrell in the league. And then we have Jeremy Lamb. Jeremy Lamb's a tough one because he scores the ball. Some nights he'll give you 20. Some nights you could be lucky to get 5 points out of him. He's so inconsistent. That's why he was on the Hornets. I think he's going to be a good fit in that Pacers organization. With that all being said, he is like an A-tier six-man. He's not going to kill the stat sheet, but he's honestly not bad because he'll give you around 20 points a game some nights, or you can get 5. So like inconsistency, I just cannot put him in the S-tier caliber right now. Then we have Alonzo Trier of the New York Knicks. Another young guy that has the potential is through the roof at the six-man position or even start eventually. But right now, he is a C-tier six-man. Had a good rookie year last year, but not quite on the same level of anybody in the B-tier yet. With that being said, with the B-tier guys, I'm going to have to drop Pat Connaughton down to C-tier as well. And then we have Dwayne Wade, obviously retired, but last year as the six-man, he was definitely an A-tier. He was definitely an A-tier six-man last year. Absolutely killed it. Sometimes he'd give you 20 points. Sometimes he'd give you 10. Inconsistent, but he's older, and man was still a beast. Not quite an S-tier last year, but still an A-tier shooting guard. And I would pull out a shirt if I got that Dwayne Wade shirt, like the pink one that came out when he retired. But it's kind of in my suitcase. But I'm sure I'll wear it in the video out on my trip. And then we have Mike Scott, another guy off your bench. There's a lot of guys on the bench. That's why they're six-man that will give you around 10 points a game, 8-10 points a game, and then like 3-5 rebounds and like 2 to 3 assists. That's Mike Scott. Also give you some steals. He's a good all-around player, kind of like an Iggy, but not quite an Iggy. I cannot put him in the same category as Iggy. He is a C-tier six-man. We have no D tiers right now. We go from F to C. So sorry, Ryan, you're pretty bad. But he's still young. We got Jay Crowder, former Celtic. On the Celtics, man, I absolutely loved him. Then he went to Cleveland and Utah. You didn't really hear about him as much. Not bad, but not really a six-man I'd want to have on my team. I'm trying to look for the A-tier plus. He's proven to me, and he's kind of dropped off the map a little bit. He is a B-tier six-man. Not bad. His defense is there. His perimeter defense is on lock. He'll put you in clamps. But the scoring, unless you're in the corner with Jay Crowder, where'd the other string go? Unless you're in the corner with Jay Crowder, it's just not happening behind the arc. And then we have, is that Darius Miller? I could be wrong, but I think that's Darius Miller. If that's not his name, I'll put the right name right here. But I think it's Darius Miller or something Miller. And I don't really know a ton about him, but, he's on the Pelicans. He's obviously not going to be their six-man this year. He's a solid guy. He is going to be our first D-tier six-man. I guess he wants to stay under Dwight Powell and can't go over to the side. That's not my issue. And then we have Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly Oubre Jr. is a starting caliber player in the league, but as a six-man, he's honestly not on the same level as any of the S-tier guys. Those S-tier guys are averaging like 12, about 15 points plus, or they're getting like 12 points and 12 rebounds like a Sabonis. Kelly Oubre is an A-tier six-man. What's going on? He's an A-tier six-man, but he's a starting caliber player, if you know what I'm saying, but he's just not quite as good as a backup that I'd want to see out of him. And we have Patty Mills, It's probably the oldest backup on this list. Oh, Lou Williams, I guess, but they're up there together. Same with the next one, Joakim Noah. Patty Mills, though, he's been the Spurs sixth man forever. He's won championships with them. He's one of those guys that's a grit and grind guy. Get you some buckets, get you some defense. That's about all he does, but he's kind of dropped off the map a little bit. He is a C-tier backup. For the Spurs, he's perfect, but, you know, he's kind of like a C-tier backup. I'm not really going to do anything special, but he's a good guy to come off the bench for the Spurs, been there forever. And then we have Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah is another one of those guys, grit and grind, get you some rebounds, get you a few points, not much, maybe like 5 points a game, but we get around 8 rebounds, 1 block. Man almost was Defensive Player of the Year, or was he? No, he was Defensive Player of the Year, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, he's a good guy to come off your bench, but right now in his career, he's a D-tier 6 man. And then our last one here, Rodney Hood. Rodney Hood's a tough one because he could give you kind of like 15, 20 points a game, or he could get you around 8 points a game. He's inconsistent, so he's definitely not an S. He's like an A-tier 6 man. He'll get you buckets, but sometimes he could really fall short, and you don't know what he'll produce on a night-to-night basis. And now I'm going to do some revisions, and I'll be right back with my final 6-man tier list. So I didn't do too much movement on this tier list. On S tier, we still got Lou Williams, Spencer Dinwiddie, Derrick Rose, Montrezl Harrell, and Domantas Sabonis. We move down to A tier, we got Bogdanovich, Jabari Parker, Fred VanVleet, Jordan Clarkson, Dwayne Wade, Jimmy Lamb, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Rodney Hood. B tier, we got Monte Morris, Ish Smith, Gordon Hayward, Josh Hart, Andre Iguodala, and Jay Crowder. We got a lot of names. And then I did move down. No, I didn't move down. I got the next one. So the next one we have C tier. We got DeAndre Membry, and then Dwight Powell, Alonzo Trier, and Patty Mills. I'm struggling right now. And then D tier, I did move down Pat Connaughton and Mike Scott because I just wanted to check out all these guys' stats, just go over it again, and to really think what they do for the team. They're D tier 6 man. Not bad, but not the best. D2, we got Darius Miller, and his name is Darius Miller. I fact-checked that. So earlier in the video, there was just nothing there because that was his real name. So my future editing self, don't put a random name earlier in the video. Then we got Joakim Noah, Pat Connaughton, and Mike Scott. I also moved down as well. And in F tier, we got a lonely Ryan Arcidiacono. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video. This is my NBA 6-man tier list. I was about to say NBA 2K, but I saved myself. NBA tier list for 6-man. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Hope you guys do enjoy the vlogs on my trip. I'll probably make a few basketball videos here and there just to keep a little bit of my basketball mojo going if there's anything to talk about. But anyways, there's gonna be some cool vlogs, and I just hope you guys do enjoy this video. Like always, peace.